Chapter 101, Soul Jade. After finishing that, Wang Lin's expression became even more serious as he stared at the symbol on the sword sheath. He formed a seal with both of his hands and he spat out a mouthful of blue spiritual energy. The moment the blue spiritual energy touched the sword sheath, a blue flame surrounded it. It doesn't seem right to call it fire. Although it had the shape of a flame, it didn't have fire's temperature. In fact, the moment this flame appeared, the temperature of the entire room dropped. Wang Lin didn't even blink as he controlled the cold flame to refine the sword sheath. This cold flame was something he came up with while trying to copy a core formation cultivator's core flame. Because he had no one to consult with, he was very careful about it. After theorizing for a long time, he believed that his cold flame was enough to refine the sword sheath. Time slowly passed. 3 days later, Yi Zizai returned to the plane above the corpse sect like a meteor. The moment his feet touched the ground, he disappeared without a trace. When he reappeared, he was already inside his own chamber. He was very unsettled as he thought about his deal with the other 3 demonic sects. The qualification exam to enter the foreign battleground was won by the demonic sects before, but now there was Punin Zai and his Xuan Dao sect, so the outcome was uncertain. His brows were locked as he muttered, "Are you confident in killing Punin Zai?" A hoarse voice came out of Yi Zizai's body. Although that junior is only at the mid-stage of nascent soul, he is at the peak of the mid-stage. If he is lucky, he can break into the late stage within 100 years and become the master of a rank 3 cultivation country. If my possession is complete, he won't be a big deal, but right now, I don't want to make matters more complicated. Yi Zizai pondered for a long time in silence. After a long time, he took out a piece of jade. The jade was green with points of blood flashing non-stop. All Foundation establishment disciples from caves 77 to 99 quickly gather in cave 36. After he finished speaking, he pondered for a while and looked at the corner he sealed a die in. Then, he came to a decision. He placed a jade on his forehead, then threw it out. Mu Rong was cultivating when his eyes suddenly opened as a jade in his bag of holding flew out by itself. His expression slightly changed, and he picked it up with an unsettled expression. After a long time, he sighed and muttered, "Good thing I broke through the early stage to the mid-stage of Foundation establishment 3 years ago and jumped from cave 82 to 72, or my life would be in danger this time." Suddenly, green smoke appeared before him, forming the shape of a piece of jade. Mu Rong was stunned. After he scanned the jade, he sneered and turned toward Wang Lin's cave. After a short period of time, he arrived at Wang Lin's cave. Seeing that the cave was sealed, he pressed his hand on the entrance and used his spiritual energy to shake the cave. After that, he shouted, "Ancestor, the first ancestor is gathering Foundation establishment cultivators in cave 36. I'm here to guide you there." After receiving no reply, he frowned. From the first ancestor's message earlier, Wang Lin didn't seem to be favored. Also, before the first ancestor left, he ordered him and several other Foundation establishment cultivators to guard Wang Lin. In conclusion, Wang Lin was like a prisoner. But Mu Rong was very smart. He wouldn't say any of this out loud. Just at that moment, the sealed cave opened with a cracking sound. A tired Wang Lin walked out. Mu Rong looked at Wang Lin and smiled. "Ancestor, what happened to you?" Wang Lin didn't answer, but took out his dark blue jade and said, "Brother Mu, please guide me to cave 36. Mu Rong didn't mind. He nodded and walked in front of Wang Lin. A cold light flashed across Wang Lin's eyes as he coldly smiled in his heart. Although he wasn't able to completely refine the sword sheath in these 3 days, he was now able to go 4/5 of the way into the sword sheath, increasing the power of his flying sword greatly. They walked past one cave after another until they entered a giant cave with 16 stone pillars. On top of each stone pillar was a ball of blue flame. The ghostly light from the blue flame made the place look very creepy. Inside the cave neatly stood 20-ish people. Each of them had a coffin behind them. The coffins came in various shapes, but all released powerful auras. After having lead Wang Lin here, Mu Rong looked at the people present with a complicated look. He then turned around and left without a word. Wang Lin frowned. He felt like there was something wrong here. After carefully checking out the people, he became even more cautious. Almost everyone here had just entered the foundation establishment stage, and all of them seemed very dumb, as in without much intelligence. There weren't any mid-stage foundation establishment cultivators present, but there were some late-stage ones. These three were clearly very different, like the difference between a dead and a living person. Wang Lin's pupils shrank when gas came out of the 16 blue flames. The gas gathered and formed the shape of Yi Zizai. Wang Lin noticed that after he appeared, the eyes of everyone in the cave were filled with admiration. Yi Zizai's gaze swept past everyone. His gaze stopped on Wang Lin for a few seconds. He plainly said, "The foreign battleground that opens up once every 100 years is about to open again. In order to gain the right to enter, we might fight against the orthodox sects. The rule is that core formation and nascent soul cultivators aren't allowed to enter. Soon, you all will be teleported to Juming Valley. Du Chen will be in charge of the everyone there. Du Chen, come here." A black-clothed, middle-aged man walked up. Wang Lin looked at him and saw that he was one of the 3 late-stage foundation establishment cultivators who had already entered the realm of pseudo-core formation. "This is the token to enter the foreign battleground. Hang on to it well. Remember, the goal of this competition is to steal the other tokens. Also, be careful of the other 3 demonic sects. Anyone who kills 5 enemies will have their soul freed." With that, he handed over the token, then took out 3 pieces of jade as his cold gaze suddenly landed on Wang Lin. Wang Lin's expression was normal as he silently looked at Yi Zizai. Yi Zizai's tone was normal as he calmly said, "These jades contain a sliver of everyone's soul besides yours." Without a word, Wang Lin bit the tip of his tongue and spat out some blood. He touched his forehead with his right hand, and a golden light shone, causing the blood to become a drop of golden blood. The technique to extract a sliver of his soul was recorded in the jade Yi Zizai gave him. Wang Lin pointed at the drop of golden blood. It shot forward and landed on one of the jades in Yi Zizai's hand. Yi Zizai was stunned as he looked at Wang Lin. He didn't expect Wang Lin to be so willing. Originally, he was prepared to directly kill Wang Lin if he resisted. He had already made the decision to not use Wang Lin as a corpse puppet or possession target anymore. After all, aside from the strange cultivation method, Wang Lin's talent wasn't nearly as good as that of the ones he had already prepared. Any one of the people he had prepared for his body or corpse puppet had much more talent than Wang Lin, so he chose a die in the end. Upon seeing that Wang Lin obeyed orders, Yi Zizai looked at Wang Lin and waved his hand. A giant cave opened up. It was very dark inside, and there was a suction force coming from inside. Yi Zizai threw the 3 jades containing slivers of everyone's soul toward Du Chen and 2 other people. Wang Lin's eyes lit up as he noticed that the other 2 were the remaining 2 late-stage foundation establishment cultivators. The doubt in Wang Lin's heart became even more intense, but his expression remained normal. He carefully remembered the cultivator that held the jade containing part of his soul. Yi Zizai blandly said, "Go, I'll wait for the good news." Du Chen respectfully nodded. He was the first one to step into the giant cave and disappear. Wang Lin's expression was normal. He didn't hesitate at all as he disappeared from the corpse sect. After everyone left, a hoarse voice echoed in the cave. "Yi Zizai, with 20-plus puppets and that brat as a sacrifice, once the puppets consume them, their cultivation level will jump to pseudo-core formation. This time, the corpse sect's qualification is assured." Yi Zizai calmly said, "The yin energy in Wang Lin is very pure, so he must have some secrets on him. If it was a few years earlier, I would have taken the time to investigate it a bit, but now I only have 3 months left to live. The day the foreign battleground opens is the day I die, so there isn't any point to it anymore. Since I'm not going to use his body, might as well use it as feed for the corpse puppets to boost their strength. Luo Cha, I'll ask you to boost a die to the core formation stage. Once the foreign battleground opens, go find me a good corpse puppet. In return, I'll make a trip to the jungle to help Lord Zai possess my junior apprentice brother Wu Yu." The hoarse voice laughed madly and agreed. Juming Valley was at the southern edge of Zhao. The valley was very large. It contained several jungles and rivers. Being the place used for the competition for entering the foreign battleground, this area was shrouded by fog year-round. At this point, in the northern area of the valley, a large door appeared as cultivators with coffins behind them floated out one by one. After the last person appeared, the giant door turned into points of golden light and slowly dissipated. Just at that moment, the three late-stage Foundation establishment cultivators were about to crush the jades containing the slivers of soul with their hands.